Tonight on CTV News at 11:30. When it comes to wildfires, the city of Sault Ste. Marie has an out-of-the-box idea.
There's the expertise in monitoring, in dispatching, in planning, wildfire firefighting exercises.
It wants to see a national wildlife center established in the border city. Plus, more Northern Ontario beer stores find themselves on the chopping block. 2 have been added to the list. And a reminder to take it nice and slow with school buses back on the road.
Comes down to putting your personal time ahead of a child's life.
Safety advocates want the penalties for drivers to be equivalent to stunt driving.
CTV News at 11:30 with Ian Campbell and Rick Wyman with weather.
Well, good evening. Thanks for staying up with us. Fire officials are crediting smoke alarms for coming to the rescue last night in North Bay. Crews were called to a blaze on Lorne Avenue to find the main floor of a home engulfed in flames, and it was spreading throughout the property. The tenants of the basement apartment heard the smoke detector going off and were able to escape with their pets and called 911. The residents were assessed for smoke inhalation at the scene, but no one was injured. North Bay Fire Services is reminding the public to test their smoke detectors monthly and to make sure you have one installed on every floor of your home. Sault Ste. Marie residents are being told localized flooding could be possible. The Soo has been expecting heavy rain today and over the next few days. It could see between 50 to 75 millimeters of precipitation, with higher amounts in areas impacted by thunderstorms. Conservation Authority officials say this could result in flooding, especially in low-lying areas as water levels rise. Residents and visitors are urged to exercise extreme caution around all waterways. A 4-month-long investigation has come to an end with child porn charges for a 24-year-old Sault Ste. Marie man. He was first arrested in May of 2025. According to detectives with the Technological Crime Unit, the accused had shared images in 3 online conversations. A court date has been set for the end of the month. Meantime, an idea from Sault Ste. Marie Council aims to establish wildfire training on a more national scale while bringing jobs to the city. City Council voting in favor of launching efforts to create a national wildlife center in the border city. The Soo has been in on a number of large-scale attempts to bring jobs to the city, including Amazon's HQ2 and most recently a Canada Water Agency. Mayor Matthew Shoemaker says experts in the area of forest fighting have noted the need for a more cohesive approach to tackling the fires that often require provincial forces working together.
There's the expertise in monitoring, in dispatching, in planning, wildfire firefighting exercises right here through the Ministry of Natural Resources. There's also the water bomber training that happens here in Sault Ste. Marie. And then there's a number of other resources on the Ontario Forest Research Centre, the Great Lakes Research Centre, the Sault Ste. Marie Fire Services, and Sault Ste. Marie Airport.
Mayor Shoemaker says city staff will work on a pitch that will then be brought to the federal government's ministries of the environment, natural resources, and emergency preparedness. Safety concerns around a homeless encampment in Timmins has prompted City Council to hire security. The encampment is in the laneway near this emergency shelter on Spruce Street. The additional security is temporary. The city says it will run patrols in a 2-block radius around the shelter for 1 month between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. Council has requested a report for the end of the trial period that details the results of the patrols and feedback from community. There's a battle right now over who should have control of 4 nonprofit housing buildings in North Bay. At last night's City Council meeting, the discussion became heated between board officials of a long-term care home and a city councillor. CTV's Eric Tashner reports.
Oh, okay.
At Castle Arms, these seniors do not want to see their beloved home change ownership.
The board that's running Castle Arms is doing a fantastic job.
Dozens of them attended last night's council meeting, holding hands off our home signs. Tenants are worried that oversight changes at the facility could mean a sale of the building or higher rent.
I have people paying $500 a month after their year to income, and they say market rent, they'd be homeless or not eating, one or the other.
All right, order, please.
They groaned, cheered, and clapped throughout the meeting, leading Mayor Peter Chirico to repeatedly call for order.
Council members need to get together and say, hey, enough is enough.
Meanwhile, the Castle Home Board is made up of member municipalities, and board members are promising that Castle Arms would not be listed for sale if it falls under municipal oversight.
They want these assets back because these are municipal assets that were built on the backs of the taxpayer.
Board members claim the Castle Home Board and the Castle Arms Board should be under one governing umbrella. It once was in 1986, but that model changed in late 2021. They were told the entities had to have separate boards, but now after receiving advice, that's no longer the case.
We had them for 35 years. For 35 years, the boards of Castle Home and Castle Arms mirrored each other, and they ran exceptionally well.
But Castle Arms wants to stick to its own identity and remain separate from the long-term care home.
How does an apartment complex benefit the residents of Castle Home? And there's only one answer: monetize that asset. Councillor Jamie Lowry is the executive director at Castle Arms. They've never answered the question as to why they want it, how they intend to improve the lives of the people that live in Castle Arms.
Council did vote to seek a third-party mediator to try to reach an agreement on restoring public oversight at Castle Arms. For the seniors living here, they feel like they're caught in the middle of it all.
It's time to stand up for seniors and give them their rights. We've worked hard.
Eric Tashner, CTV News, North Bay.
More beer stores are closing in the Northeast, this time in Sudbury and Mattawa. The beer store on Notre Dame Avenue in Sudbury and on Valois Drive in Mattawa are slated to close in November. 4 other stores in Southern Ontario will shutter then as well. Around the north, the beer stores in Little Current and Noelville will shut down October 19th, while locations in Levack and Azilda closed in July. A judge has ruled that Brandon Nakaji's confession to second-degree murder is admissible in court. The defense lawyer for the 29-year-old charged in the murder of Tristan Ayres in December 2022 in North Bay argued that the confession should be inadmissible because his client was experiencing fentanyl withdrawal, adding his client made that confession under oppressive circumstances. We've got more on this story on our website at CTVNewsNorthernOntario.ca. Collège Boréal's tiny house project is almost done in 2022. The college started a special project for students to get hands-on learning experience in their desired fields. With this tiny project nearing completion, the future of tiny homes in Sudbury could expand. CTV's Madison Merrier reports.
From an architecture student's mind to reality.
The first phase was the design, then it was the fabrication or the construction, and now we're moving into kind of evaluation of the project.
This project began in 2022. A 400-square-foot tiny home built by Collège Boréal trade students is almost complete, and people can now bid to own it. While a sale would be nice, the real victory is the education.
Our goal is really to provide hands-on experience to our students. So I think our professors are more than happy to really work together hand in hand so that our students can get the best experience that they can. Because the reality of our trade students is whether you're a carpenter, an electrician, or a plumber, you're probably going to end up working with other trades experts when you go into the workforce.
One city councillor thinks there is potential for collaboration with Collège Boréal. Back in July, council voted against Leduc's proposal for a tiny homes pilot project aimed at helping the homeless population.
I'm not going to give up on the tiny home situation. By doing nothing, you gain nothing. By trying something, you learn from your experiences, and maybe it might be successful. Our homeless need somewhere to stay.
If you're interested in purchasing this tiny house, bidding closes September 10th, and some assembly will be required. However, all of the supplies are included. Madison Merrier, CTV News, Sudbury.
Students in the Northeast are now back to school as some headed to their first day of class today. It means school buses are back too, and it's a good time to remind motorists about the rules of the road. CTV's Angela Gemmel has more.
It's hard not to notice the big yellow buses with their red and yellow flashing lights, yet some motorists still try to pass them.
It comes down to putting your personal time ahead of a child's life is what's happening here in most cases. I've heard stories where people literally pass a stopped school bus, but then get caught in the drive-thru of a Tim Hortons waiting for a coffee.
Pierre Ranger has been advocating for school bus safety for more than 25 years, since his brother Adam was killed in Mattawa when a vehicle passed his school bus while he was crossing the road. Ranger says the issue still happens even in Mattawa.
There was a person that decided to go around a stopped school bus. They came up behind the school bus as it was stopped, red lights flashing, stop arm out, and they proceeded to drive around the school bus.
Despite some motorists ignoring the law, he knows advocacy works. It was their campaign that helped get legislation passed in 2022 to have flashing amber lights on buses as they're slowing down towards a stop.
We started a petition to try to get the law changed around that. We worked with the government to make it happen. Where we're successful in making it happen, but really it should have happened years ago. Ontario was the only place in North America that didn't run amber lights on their school buses. Everywhere else did. So really, all we did was bring our buses up to par with everyone else's.
Now the Let's Remember Adam campaign is working to increase the penalties to be equivalent to stunt driving.
Where if somebody chooses to go through that stopped school bus, they automatically lose their license, lose their vehicle, and have to go to court and explain why they deserve to have their license back. Every time you pass a stopped school bus, that's a child's life. So why should the penalty not be as strict as possible?
OPP warned drivers that passing a stopped school bus with its lights flashing comes with a fine of up to $2,000 plus 6 demerit points. There's also another ending, a worst-case scenario that Pierre Ranger and his family have had to live with since a motorist made that choice on February 11th, 2000. Angela Gemmell, CTV News, Sudbury.
The City of Timmins posting an update today on the Connecting Link project currently underway. According to city officials, contractors are connecting the new water main from Crawford Street to Tim Hortons into the existing system. The larger water main will carry more water, improving efficiency and supporting growth. Grading is also underway for the asphalt. The phase will include North Lane rehabilitation and the new sidewalk from Crawford Street to the mall. Time now for a short break here on CTV News. Coming up, Rick will have your full weather forecast. For now, we'll look at the current conditions, and we've got a little bit of everything. It says fog up in Kapuskasing, but that's more mist. It is cool up there, though, at 5 in Wawa. We're seeing thunderstorms move into the area of Chapleau and Perry Sound, 15 in North Bay, 16 in Timiskaming Shores. We'll have details coming up in a moment.
We've got a rainy night in the northeast continuing into the early hours of tomorrow morning. This is what we've got with our forecast radar. Precipitation for the next couple of days right through until Sunday, so get used to it after a great Labor Day holiday weekend. And again, we'll get into some of the numbers as to what some areas have received and will get overnight conditions. Here we go, 10 to 20 in Greater Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie showers, 10 to 15 in Timmins, Timiskaming Shores 10 to 15 and 10 to 20 in North Bay. That's tonight. Overnight, Moosonee 10 to 15 millimeters, Cap, Hearst, Wawa, and again, shower activity right through the evening and into tomorrow morning. Gore Bay 10 to 20 millimeters and Perry Sound 15 to 25 millimeters. Now the forecast for the next couple of days, pretty well a copy and paste scenario right across the northeast. Here we go. Chance of showers for tomorrow, Sudbury Nickel Belt. Periods of rain Friday, Saturday chance of showers, Sunday chance of showers, Monday, Tuesday cloudy skies both days, 17 and 18 as the temperatures begin to warm up. Sault Ste. Marie Algoma, here we go again. Chance of showers for tomorrow, showers on Friday, Saturday chance of showers, and again more of the same on Sunday, the odd sunny break. Monday and Tuesday some cloud at 19 your daytime highs. Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing, chance of showers tomorrow at 40%. The showers continue Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We've got chance of showers both days at 40%. Then cloud cover Monday, Tuesday, 16 and 17, your expected highs. Timiskaming Shores, Kirkland Lake, chance of showers tomorrow. Periods of rain on Friday. Chance of showers Saturday and Sunday at 60%. Cloud cover Monday, Tuesday, 18, your daytime highs. Far cry from 12 on Sunday. And in North Bay, West Nipissing, chance of showers at 15 tomorrow. Periods of rain Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Chance of showers at 40 and 60%. Now take a look at the temperatures here. 16 and 11. Now, Monday, Tuesday, cloud cover both days. 17 and 18, still below normal for this time of the year with the clouds. So, Ian, get ready. Rain tonight, rain tomorrow, continuing right through all this weekend. Little wet weather, to say the least. And again, make sure you've got that umbrella ready. It's going to be wet. And of course, we need it in some sections of the Northeast. Back to you.
I've got that umbrella. Thanks, Rick. Well, if you're looking to catch a ride on the Chi-Chi-Mon, there's still some time left in the season. Oh, and Sound Transportation Company announcing this week that it's moving from 3 sailings a day down to 2 for the remainder of the season. The Chi-Chi-Mon has been carrying tourists and travelers alike from Manitoulin Island and Northern Ontario down to Tobermory for more than 50 years. This season wraps up on October 26th. The Timmins Chamber of Commerce held its 76th annual general meeting this afternoon and passed the gavel to a new president. CTV's Lydia Chubak has that story.
The Timmins Chamber of Commerce officially introduced its new president for the next 12 months. Melanie Dufresne is the director of Collège Boreal's Timmins campus. She's been a chamber member for the past 5 years and looks forward to continuing her advocacy for the organization's 650 members.
We're looking at what's happening across the border from us with some of the changes and how that affects small businesses as a whole, and that's of course key to making sure that we're present and we do everything possible to advocate for those changes that are happening around us.
The passing of the gavel from outgoing President Tom Fott Jr. to the new leader took place today at the Larone Cultural Centre. Fott says Timmins is a vibrant and prosperous place to conduct business.
There's contractors everywhere, contracting trucks everywhere, gold is being produced, and gold is obviously not going to be tariffed, so, or at least that's what we're being told today.
This annual general meeting also took pause to give credit where it's due to those who make outstanding differences for the organization and to shine a light on the new board of directors. Lydia Chubak, CTV News, Timmins.
Well, just last week, duty-free shipping to the United States came to an end, leaving many small businesses across Canada wondering if they'll survive the hit. CTV's Amanda Hicks has Northern Reaction.
As of August 29th, the de minimis exemption, which allowed goods under $800 to enter the United States without extra fees, came to an end following orders from President Donald Trump. The Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce says small businesses are already feeling the impact.
A lot of the small ones right now, they're really trying to pivot and trying to adjust and understand how it's going to impact them. Some have just stopped shipping to the U.S. Others have tried to tack on their price, the added cost to their price, and saw sales volumes decrease. So it's had an immediate effect for sure.
Plus Factor is an inclusive clothing store that's been operating in Sudbury for over a decade. Its owner says she stopped using a supplier in the United States recently due to the high costs and says the past few months have been stressful amid all the uncertainty.
The uncertainty in business, there's always some, but there's even more now. So it just makes the long-term planning a lot more difficult. And like I said, after 15 years, I truly thought this was going to get easier. It just seems to be getting more difficult.
It's a similar story for Nukify, which sells clothing and products online and in its physical location in downtown Sudbury. The hope was to break into the American market, but now the business's owner says that goal will have to be delayed for now.
We are now thinking like 2 to 3 times, like, okay, should we take the products from the US or should we deliver the products to the US, because the traffic is now there. So we need to now think. We need to now think and restructure, like how can we manage it.
For many small businesses, the hope is that a solution will be found. But for now, they are navigating a new and very challenging global market. Amanda Hicks, CTV News, Sudbury.
And it's Wednesday, and every Wednesday we take time to chat with a mayor from around our region about issues pertinent to them in a segment we call the Mayor's Chair. Earlier tonight, I had a chance to chat with Cheryl Fort of Hornpain, who appeared encouraged by the Premier's recent comments about wanting to upgrade Highways 11 and 17. Here's part of that conversation.
We have seen the safety concerns across the north. Horn-Payne, along with the Northeast Superior's Mayor's Group, have advocated for safer highways in our areas, and that we have to change it up. There needs to be change for the safety of everyone that travels those highways, and Horn-Payne residents do. They use both the 17 and 11. Our closest airports are Timmins, Sault Ste. Marie, and Thunder Bay, and you have to travel on those highways to get out into the broader world. So we look forward to that. We support Phenom, and I think it would be a step in the right direction.
A lot of your people travel, like you say, they use those highways even for work. A lot of people in your area also work in natural resources. We're hearing a lot about tariffs. Has that been a concern for people up in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, definitely. Anytime there's other cost factors contributing to lumber, because we have Horn-Payne Power and Horn-Payne Lumber here in Horn-Payne, and we don't want to see the markets fluctuate too much. We already know that they fluctuate enough on their own. So anything that prohibits that is what we want to see. So with the tariffs, I know we've had several discussions with NOMA and Phenom about how this affects Northern Ontario, and I've had discussions with the mill, and we've actually reached out to Terrace Bay when the closure of their mill to try and support them, because we need some place to put our wood chips. So we are moving along, and we do have one of the councillors on Horn-Payne Town Council that works out at the mill, so we're kept up to date, and so far everything is good, but we don't want to see it hindered further. We want those relationships repaired, and let's move forward as a full continent.
Our thanks to Mayor Fort. You can find that whole conversation on our website at CTVNewsNorthernOntario.ca. Next week, we'll sit down with Brian Barker, the mayor of Billings Township. Actually, it'll be Linda Carlton, from Macker. Still ahead tonight on CTV News. A former NHLer and a guy from the north who just gave back has died. More on that in a moment. Hockey season is just around the corner, and already our OHL teams are busy. 2 of the 3 of them on the ice tonight in exhibition play, and we have 2 big wins to report, both of them ending in shootouts. The North Bay Battalion come out on top over the Ottawa 67s at home with a score of 4-3, and the Sudbury Wolves faced off against the Rouyn-Noranda Huskies up in Timmins at the McIntyre Arena. They're sending the Huskies home with a 4-3 loss. And in only one preseason game over in the NOJHL, the Iroquois Falls Storm and the Hearst Lumberjacks going head-to-head. The Lumberjacks win this one with a score of 7-2. Former NHLer and Timiskaming Shores native Lonnie Loach has passed away. Loach made a name for himself as the standout player for the OHL Guelph Platers, winning Rookie of the Year. He made his professional hockey debut in Saginaw and Fort Wayne before being selected in the expansion draft by the Ottawa Senators. He also played 50 games with the LA Kings and joined the Anaheim Mighty Ducks for the inaugural season. He was also active in running the hockey school in Englehart. Loach was 57 years old. Memorial contributions are being accepted at Community Cancer Center in New Liskeard. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Sudbury Mayor Paula Five was joined by 3-year-old Gino Leclerc for a flag raising and proclamation today. Gino has pleuropulmonary blastoma and was helping to raise awareness about childhood cancer in the Northern Ontario families of children with cancer. Each year, the charity helps more than 200 families with financial and emotional support through its 23 programs. It was started by a group of parents in 1998.
The supports that we offer were things that were really not available to families before. It can be very isolating for families in the north if you don't know anyone else who has a child with cancer. You're traveling for care and you're taking on all of these financial difficulties on top of what you're already dealing with emotionally. So that's really what our programs are all about.
The burden certainly of having a child and go through the treatments. We're lucky we have some here in Sudbury, but so often they need to go down to sick kids as well. So the more we can raise awareness that they are not alone and they are fully supported, that's what we were trying to do today with the flag raising and with the proclamation.
The charity will hold its largest fundraiser of the year, the Gold Soiree, at the Steelworkers Hall September 27th. Finally tonight, a night at the Muskoka Drive-In turned into a star-studded surprise when Ryan Reynolds and his family showed up.
It's Ryan. I'm here at your amazing drive-in.
Reynolds with his wife Blake Lively and their kids. The crew caught a screening of Freakier Friday. They grabbed popcorn, won ducks from the claw machine, and even needed a boost. The full drive-in experience. What an incredible day to see a movie and catch a movie star. That's amazing. That takes us to the end of our newscast this Wednesday night. For the latest news anytime, remember you can head to our website, CTVNewsNorthernOntario.ca. You can also download our CTV News app. Thanks for watching. Good night.